Hello everyone, and welcome to my first Gran Turismo 7 official video. And it's all about money, because we're currently in what I would consider a credit crunch in Gran Turismo 7. There's not a lot of credits about, and there's a lot of cars to buy, especially the £20 million ones, which seem an eon away. I recently bought a Vulcan, which was 3.3 million, and that was most of my credits earned throughout the entire game, which is mental. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm showing you Route X in the background. Well, I'm going to show you 4 races where you can earn a decent bit of dollar in the game. One of them definitely overwrites every one of the others, but these are just some races which are low time, relatively high reward in the grand scheme of it. As I say, one stands out from the rest. Let's jump first of all then to the special stage Route X, and I'll show you where to access it, eventually what cars to use, and how long it'll take, as well as how many credits you will get on a per second basis. So all you got to do is head to the Americas region, look for special stage Route X on the left hand side, and click American Clubman Cup, and make sure you've got a car that can compete in it. So I've got loads, but the Ford GT is my quickest car. That's the one I pick, and I've already set it up so I can just go out there and get on with it. Obviously, I've tuned it up to the max because I want to do this oval in the quickest amount of time possible. It's even got nitrous, it's got everything on it, which is different to what I said on stream. So I'm just going to show you how quick you can beat the AI here. This is on the highest difficulty I can pick for this race, and it's not even, we're not even in the same league, we're not even in the same stratosphere in terms of competition. You can whiz past them all. You can do this very, very, very quickly. And we are going to just speed this up. And I'm going to show you some of that. Well, we're going to go for records because some of you might want to see records. So here's my record for the Ford GT. I'm just about to hit 280 miles an hour. I had a tailwind or something, apparently. But then the nitrous runs out. But don't do this. I coughed as I was leaving the oval and then span like that. As my voice goes at the same time, weirdly. So yeah, I span off the oval. Of course, we're not going to show you that time because I added about 10 seconds to the time. I then did another one here, and we're going to cross the line, and it's just under 4.5 minutes. Now, it's not the greatest amount of credits in the world. There are better ones, as I said. This is the 4th best that I found, and something a little bit different. But this is 600,000 credits per hour on that special stage, Route X. So some of you might want that. Some of you might want to go for the better ones and a bit harder ones as well. But 45k for that race, not too shabby in the grand scheme of it. And the clean race bonus I got also for crashing as well. So I don't know what you do to not get that clean race bonus. There we go. Let's head to the next one, which is slightly better in terms of the numbers and the amount of credits you earn. So head to Europe, of course. That's where Goodwood is. Click Goodwood. And you have this Clubman Cup Plus, which is 4 peppers, which is double the highest difficulty you can pick. So it is quite a significant race, but weirdly, we can change the difficulty, which I was actually surprised about, but we'll get to that in a second. This might be a bug, I'm not too sure. Even so, let's have a look at the car settings first. Because this is a PP race, you have to set it to 350, so you have to set up your Mini in certain ways. I found that if I tuned it to the max and detuned it, that was quicker than untuning it, if that made sense. So just putting that out there for you. Now, if you notice in P8, we have one Steve Brown. And Steve Brown, not only obviously a GOAT YouTuber, content creator, Steve Alvarez Brown, Super GT. Apparently, he hacks minis because the red mini, which is Steve, is absolutely rapid here. And this is one you do have to be careful of depending on the difficulty you have it set at. I find this quite a fun race, to be honest with you. It's something a little bit different than the oval. It earns more than the oval. And it's not too bad in the grand scheme of it. But look at Steve in the mirror now. Look at the speed he comes at me. My word, what has he got in there? Absolutely mental, it really, really is. However, you can win on the corners, of course, as you always do versus the AI. And we finished there in first place. Of course we do. Of course. Let's have a look at how much this earns then. So it's around 337 for a race. That was me doing it, of course. And 859,000 per hour-ish. Obviously, we're just using the decimal places and adding it all up. That way, it will vary slightly in terms of amounts, but 52.5k there. Clean bonus works the same. However, lower the race difficulty because it says race prize money is not affected. So I select easy. So the 4 peppers is still 4 peppers, but it's 0 peppers, not 4 peppers, 2 peppers. That makes any sense to you, but you can make it easier. So you can have some good fun here. I finished in the exact same time as you're about to see here. And Steve is miles away, and I didn't even hold him up this time. So that is a significant change there. Something that we've also learned about the game difficulty. So you can actually earn there 859,000 per hour. Mini Madness, Goodwood. So a little bit of different and a bit of a fun race for you there. Right, next up is the second best one I could find. Let's head to Japan. So obviously, Japan is in Asia, Oceania. So you head there and go to the high-speed ring and click the GT Cup Group 4. That's the better one of those two at the very end there. Probably wondering why I'm showing you this. Some people do struggle in finding these championships. So I'm showing you every step of the way if you want to try these out. Now, I've put the difficulty back onto 2 peppers from my 0 pepper run in the minis. So you get to see it from that perspective. Of course, you can go back to 0 peppers and just make sure you win. Now, I chose the Alpha this time. When I first tested this race, I used the Viper. The Viper was definitely the faster car because I have to limit this Alfa Romeo quite substantially to get into this race in terms of the power. So because of the massive amount of aero, it gets near the top end and it's like, I can't pull it anymore. Hit the brick wall with the air. But even so, you can still see initially we overtake everything, and then on the straights, everything starts coming back at us, as you will see in a second. But the AI are quite aggressive here, so I would lower them personally if you just want an easy time of, you know, racing Group 4. But that's the nice thing about this Group 4 race. Just try out different Group 4 cars and have a bit of fun with it. As you see the Aston just diving down the inside there. However, we're not going to watch this entire race as the Corvette nearly bins me off. Let's head straight to the end of the race then. We'll lap 5 out of 5. There's 5 laps here, so it's a longer race, but you get more credits from the race. And we finish in first. Of course we do. Where else would we finish? In the Alfa Romeo there. You can see the gap in the distance. So let's have a look at that final time then. It's roughly around 6.5 minutes. That's what I've put it at, which is going to work out roughly with that credit of 97.5k. Roughly 900,000 an hour, something like that. But at least it gives you something different again to race. Quite substantially higher than the Special Stage Route X. But that one is far easier. And again, it's just swings and roundabouts. What do you like more doing? Because the next one is the one that you'll hate doing the most, but it's the most lucrative one. Right, we're going to head to Fisherman's Ranch next then for the Dirt Champions. Again, do lower the difficulty if you want to lower that difficulty like I showed you earlier on. But this is one lap of Fisherman's Ranch, which is why it is up there as the top. But rallying is a bit of a problem at the moment in this game. And critically, the problem is the suspension and jumps. It causes absolute carnage. Now, some of the other rally events could have also made this list quite easily, and probably some of them do beat the Oval, if I'm brutally honest. However, I've shown you a variety of races that earn decent money because you don't want to continually spam the same race over and over and over again. But here we are with the jumps anyway, just to show you. I mean, look at that's a tiny jump. We hit the barrier, but don't worry, it doesn't affect your clean race. Now, obviously, I'd span at some point here because the AI's ahead of me, and another jump where we hit the barrier, but we continue on all the same. I'm going to show you all the jumps on Fisherman's Ranch just to show you as we go over there. We've no control. Now, you're probably saying, Tidge, slow down for them. That's your problem. Okay, well, here we go. We're going to complete the lift off here. And we go over, and boom, we nearly go head over heels here. But we're actually going for style points, apparently, into the hairpin. And look at that turn. Beautiful stuff. But you can see the problem. You really can see the problem. But we're going to head towards the line then. I'm just going to show you that finish. So there we go. Job done. And again, as I say, clean race bonus. How long did that take? 3:18. You can probably do it a bit quicker if you're a bit better than me at rallying and a bit more lucky with the jumps. However, it is 97,500 still with the clean race bonus as well, which I don't know how you get rid of. It's around 1.7 million credits per hour. So substantially higher than all of the others. So if you do want to just get credits, that's the way to go about it. But if you want to enjoy your racing a little bit, maybe try out different things, the previous races should be of use to you, or of help to you at least. I've been through all of them and they're the best I could find. Do let me know if I am missing any of the races. But that is it in terms of money and Gran Turismo. Hopefully there's a few better races that appear where you can earn a lot more credits. As I say, that is it for this video. If you did like it, do give it a like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you want to stay in touch with all the Gran Turismo content, because I am in the game. Let's be honest. Let's get that out there. 2 videos there if you want to check them out. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you once again, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream very soon.